Hello Army, are you ready to listen to the latest news so touching, so raw, and so unexpected that it will make you see Suga and Jim in a whole new light today? We bring you news about these two beloved BTS members that will shake your heart. Stay with us until the end because you won't want to miss a single detail of what's truly happening behind the scenes. What if we told you that Suga and Jim recently had a reunion so emotional that they couldn't hold back their tears? What if we told you that this meeting wasn't just a joyful moment, but also a heart-wrenching one surrounded by pain, hardship, and unspoken struggles, Army? This is not just another news, it's an insight into the lives of two individuals who are going through more than we could have imagined that it began. Quietly, Suga and Jim, who have always shared a close bond, hadn't seen each other in quite some time. Life had taken them down separate paths, Suga with his military service and recent challenges, and Jim, who is also busy with his military service, but now has to be by his mother's side, who is currently facing serious health problems. They meet in a setting far removed from the glitz of the entertainment industry, a hospital. Jim's mother had been admitted to the hospital due to a serious illness, a fact that he had kept private from the public. Despite the immense worry weighing on him, Jim carried on with his usual bright demeanor in front of Army, never letting his personal struggles show. It was here in the quiet corridors of the hospital that Suga came to see him, a meeting that would reveal just how much both of them were silently enduring. But this was not just about Jim. Suga too had been battling his own demons recently. He and his family had received terrifying threats, escalating to the point of being life-threatening. These weren't just empty words, they were serious targeted threats that had shaken Sugjae's family to its core. Yet, like Jim, Suga had chosen not to burden Army with his fears. He continued to put on a brave face, showing strength and resilience to the world. When Suga and Jim finally saw each other at the hospital, the weight of their struggles became too much to bear. In that moment, the walls they had built to protect themselves and to protect Army came crashing down. Tears flowed freely as they embraced, each of them finally able to let out the emotions they had been holding back for so long. This wasn't just a casual meeting between friends, it was a reunion of two souls who had been carried immense burdens alone. Suga with the shadow of threats looming over him, and Jim with the pain of seeing his mother unwell found solace in each other's presence. For a brief moment, they didn't have to be strong. They didn't have to pretend everything was okay. They could just be Youngie and Jim, two people who cared deeply for one another and were unafraid to show it. But what made this moment even more touching was the depth of their conversation away from the public eye. They spoke openly about their struggles. Suga, who is known for his introspection, shared the fears and anxieties he had been hiding. Jim, ever empathetic, listened with understanding, offering comfort even as he dealt with his own pain. Their tears were not just an expression of sadness, they were a testament to their vulnerability, their humanity, and their unbreakable bond. And yet, despite all of this, neither Suga nor Jimin allowed their struggles to overshadow their roles as members of BTS. To Army, they continued to show strength and positivity. Suga remained his usual composed self, served his military service, and an attitude that inspired millions of people. Jim, too, kept his trademark smile, spreading warmth and joy wherever he went together. They showed what it truly means to be resilient, to face life's challenges with grace, even when it feels impossible. Second, it's a testament to the power of friendship. Suga and Jim's bond is a beautiful example of how important it is to have someone who understands you, who stands by you in your darkest moments, and who reminds you that you're not alone. Their reunion, filled with tears, was also a moment of healing, a reminder that even in the toughest times, there is strength to be found in connection. Lastly, this news is a call to Army to show the same love and support to BTS that they show to us. Suga and Jim have given so much of themselves, often at great personal cost. Let's honor their efforts by continuing to stand by them, not just as fans, but as people who care deeply for their well-being. We wrap up this emotional news. We want to remind you, Army, that the strength Suga and Jimin show is not just for the cameras. It's a reflection of who they truly are. They may be idols, but they are also individuals who face challenges, just like the rest of us. Let's continue to support them, not just for their music and performances, but for the incredible people they're following. Their tearful reunion, Suga and Jim carried a newfound strength that helped them face their struggles. Jim, balancing the worry over his mother's illness with his duties, found peace remembering Suga's comforting presence. Although burdened, he maintained his warm, cheerful demeanor. For ARMY, meanwhile, Suga continued his responsibilities despite lingering fears over recent threats his encounter with Jimin renewed his courage, showing him he could face these challenges. Their bond only grew as they kept in touch, sharing texts and calls. In their toughest moments, they found solace in each other. Drawing strength from their friendship over time, ARMY noticed a deeper emotional intensity in their music and performances. Sensing the weight of their unspoken struggles, Suga's lyrics became more introspective, expressing his hidden battles, while Jin's stage presence conveyed a raw intensity that moved fans profoundly. They weren't just creating art, they were healing their vulnerabilities. Resonated with fans who rallied in support, sending messages, creating charity projects, and showing love. To honor the sincerity, Jim and Suga shared this unwavering support, reminded them they weren't alone. The hardships they'd faced had strengthened their bond, making them more compassionate and resilient. So, ARMY, what can we take away from this news? First, it's a reminder that idols, no matter how perfect they may seem, are human beings with their own struggles. They experience pain, fear, and hardship, just like anyone else, but what sets them apart is their ability to rise above it, to channel their emotions into their art, and to continue inspiring those who look up to them. If you want to keep getting updates on BTS and more exclusive content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever we post a new. Share this video with your friends so they too can stay in the loop on all things BTS. And if you like this content, give us a thumbs up. It really helps support our channel and lets us know we're giving you content you love. We'd also love to hear from you. Please leave us any comments, suggestions, or feedback you have. We're always open to improving and bringing you the best content possible. Your voice matters to us, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching and supporting BTS with us. We'll be back soon with more exciting news and touching moments